India gets an opportunity amid the tariff war. Will the stock market deliver bumper returns like during COVID? Have you ever thought that when two superpowers get entangled in a trade war, a third country can quietly grow stronger from that conflict? Is history about to repeat itself, where hidden within a crisis lies a golden opportunity? And could this moment be for India what it was for the stock market after COVID, when those who panicked lost, but those who stayed firm became millionaires? This time, the opportunity has come in the form of a tariff war. The rising conflict between the US and China has shaken the entire world, but for India, it has turned into a potential game-changer. Today, we'll discuss this topic in detail. But before that, if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe so you receive updates for all our new videos first. So let's begin today's discussion without any delay. Tariff, once just a trade term, has now become a weapon of global economic politics. Since Donald Trump's return to power in the US, he has revived his America First policy. This policy is directly impacting every country that exports to the US. Trump has imposed reciprocal tariffs on many nations, meaning the more tariff you impose on us, the more we'll impose on you. This has shaken the global trade system, and investors are worried about market volatility. But amid this uncertainty, a new path has opened up for India. The most important point is that the Trump administration has given a 90-day tariff relief to most countries, and India is one of them. This means India currently has easier access to the American market. In contrast, China has been excluded from this relief, as it has taken an aggressive stance against the US. In retaliation, China has increased tariffs on American goods from 34% to as much as 125%, while the US has raised tariffs on Chinese goods to 145%. These aren't just numbers, they're signs of a fierce clash that could fracture the global supply chain. Several key sectors are burning in the fire of this trade war, such as electronics, technology, pharmaceuticals, and semiconductors. Although the Trump administration has granted temporary relief on some electronic goods like smartphones and laptops, US Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick has made it clear that this exemption is short-term. There are also preparations underway to impose tariffs on pharmaceuticals to encourage companies to begin manufacturing within the United States. This directly implies that America's trust in China is weakening, and it is actively seeking alternative suppliers. And this is precisely where India comes into the picture. India currently stands at a crucial juncture where it has the perfect opportunity to step in. It has a chance to strengthen its presence in the world's largest consumer economy, the United States. According to an internal government assessment, India has identified at least 10 sectors where it can potentially replace China. These include textiles, chemicals, plastics, rubber, gems and jewelry, iron and steel goods, essential oils, and even toys. Let's understand through numbers how and where India can replace China. In US textile imports, China holds a 25% share, while India's share is merely 3.8%. The gap is even wider in electronics. America imports nearly $900 billion worth of electronic goods annually, of which more than 50% comes from China, whereas India's share is only 7%. Just imagine, if India manages to fill even 10% of this gap, its exports could witness a massive leap. The toy industry is another area where India stands to gain unexpectedly. Until now, China accounted for 77% of America's toy imports. But with tariffs rising sharply, US retailers are actively searching for new alternatives. India, which has already been promoting toy safety standards and traditional toys under the Make in India initiative, could emerge as a key beneficiary of this shift. Not just that, India is also gaining a competitive edge in the pharma sector. The US, which now wants to diversify its pharmaceutical sourcing, is beginning to view India as a reliable supplier. India's generic drugs already enjoy a solid reputation in the US for their pricing and quality. As supply orders shift away from China due to tariffs, they are increasingly being redirected toward India. Now let's talk about investors, those who view every global development through a strategic lens. On one hand, the market is volatile. On the other, it's full of opportunity. History proves that the greatest profits have often come during times of crisis. Take the example of COVID, when Nifty dropped 13% in a single day and hit 7,511. Nobody imagined it would cross 25,000 within a few years. But those investors who didn't panic and held on made massive profits. Today's scenario isn't much different. The tariff war is shaking global trade, but at the same time, it's pushing India to the front foot. If India utilizes this moment wisely by encouraging businesses, making export policies more flexible, and strengthening its logistics infrastructure, this could mark a new golden era for investment in the Indian stock market. However, caution is equally necessary. Experts believe that if the US-China trade war intensifies further, it could push the US into recession, affecting global demand across the board. Goldman Sachs CEO has openly stated that tariff tensions are increasing the likelihood of a recession in the US. India must recognize that its advantage may be temporary. If the world's two largest economies shrink, India's exports and growth rate will inevitably be affected. Even the RBI has given signals. It has reduced its growth forecast and brought the repo rate down to 6%. Moody's Analytics has also lowered India's projected 2025 GDP growth to 6.1%. This means there is an opportunity in the short term, but warning bells are ringing for the long term. India must balance both, seizing the opportunity while managing the risks. So the real question is, will India miss out this time? Or is this the moment for India to establish itself as a true global production center? And will the stock market deliver the kind of returns it did post-COVID? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, those investors who think with foresight will find stability even in this global turmoil.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.